National Geographic has admitted it went too far, linking a starving polar bear with climate change, saying, in fact, there was no way to know for certain why that bear was dying.
National Geographic went too far in drawing a definitive connection between climate change and a particular starving polar bear. There is no way to know for certain why this bear was on the verge of death.
It's a sad picture no matter what the reason, but Polly Boyker looks at how simply swapping the caption opened a whole new angle on the story.
You might remember these heart-wrenching pictures of a starving polar bear looking for food. National Geographic ran them back in 2017 with a big caption claiming that this is what climate change looks like. The images went viral. The photographers estimate over 2 billion people saw them. On YouTube alone, the video got 1.5 million views, and it also became one of the most viewed videos on National Geographic's websites. But it turns out that the photographer's original caption didn't make an explicit link to climate change. They posted the video saying that this is what starvation looks like. But when National Geographic picked up the material to publish, it skewed the narrative, and it worked.
This is one bear. It's not a once-off, is it? I mean, and there's the expectation that as climate change continues, that this kind of image is going to be amplified again and again.
But that viral success troubled the photographers. It was not the message they intended for viewers.
The mission was a success, but there was a problem. We had lost control of the narrative. We were perhaps naive. The picture went viral and people took it literally.
Well, now National Geographic has been forced to admit that it went too far in linking the dying bear to climate change, and that there's no way of telling exactly why the stricken bear was on the verge of death. So I've come to London Zoo to speak to the animal lovers here to find out if they feel like their sympathies have been manipulated by the media.
If the polar bear is starving, it could be climate change. If it's things like thirst, there may be no water, or there may be no food due to climate change as well. But obviously it could also be fake advertisement for maybe charity purposes.
I think it may be fake because in Antarctica there won't really be that many hills and stuff.
I think it's a real one. It is.
So you think that really the cause is climate change?
It is, exactly. I mean, that's for the globe, warm globe. Yes, it is.
So for you, the magazine simply took what everybody would have thought about these images and said it?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't necessarily even read that. I'd look at the picture and think, poor thing.
Do you feel like it's one of those situations where the media sometimes kind of manipulates, the public?
Oh, definitely. That is, I mean, we know that happens. We know that there is manipulation.
This picture it has a very powerful impact when you see it, but then once you have the impression, then it's very difficult to change your mind or to get focused again on this news, so probably not.
I feel like because a lot of the other pictures as well, all the ice is melting and stuff, so there's not anywhere for them to go or to get their food anyway, so it probably is something to do with climate change, so yeah.
Climate change is clearly a serious issue that weighs heavily on the minds of many people. But the question is whether it should negate serious reporting.